Welcome to The Sapling, a game about evolving life. I'm Healy Lion, and this is a ocean planet. Usually, the planet will have mountains, land, grass, and creatures will fight to see who can get onto that land first. But today, well, there's no land, and we're gonna see what they can do with 300,000 years of evolution on an ocean planet. As always, the first thing we do is we add some algae. So here we go, we've got our algae. Turn this sea world into a pea world, because that's what it's going to look like once all this stuff's spread out. And then the next step is turning on mutations. We'll leave them at 10% today. I don't know why I'm changing that. Alright, and all we gotta do is wait until this algae evolves and becomes rooted into the ground. Alright, let's go ahead and skip ahead until that's happened. Alright, we're at the year 11,000, and we've got some actual plants down here. I had to make the world a bit shallower. It was apparently too deep for anything to actually grow at the bottom. I mean, we got an insane amount of algae. Even after 16,000 years, there's not a ton of plants on the floor. I think it's just because most of the ocean is still too deep for plants to grow on. Which means resources are going to be pretty scarce for these 300,000 years. Honestly, I think that'll make it even more interesting than usual. These guys are going to have to fight really hard to live. I mean, if they can just eat the algae on the surface, they'll be fine. So, they'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and start adding some actual animals. I'm thinking 5 to 10 species. Really just let them go at it, have a big old battle royale on this ocean planet. Here's our first creature, a 3-eyed electric looking eel. Who knows, it might actually turn out to be electric. Here's our next creature. It is the smallest creature I could physically make. There's not much food, so maybe tiny creatures will do better. Here's our next creature. I don't got too much to say about it, it's just weird. Here's our next species. It's kind of just meant to look like a submarine, and it's huge. So there's our 4 species. Oh, the submarines are so weird. Oh, I don't like how it moves. You know, it's got the illusion of looking like it's made of metal, and then it just starts wiggling around. Ugh, that is weird. What about the white species? Are they still around? There they are. How do these guys even move? Do they just float around? Do they not even get to have a moving animation? You know, they don't shake around? Why do they like this? They're just like little ghosts. The babies are especially weird. What about the tiny species? Where are they at? Lots of dead bodies. Oh, there they are. Look at this little gnat. This tiny little thing. Can't get much cuter than that. Well, it seems like life is doing all right. Plenty of species are thriving. They can eat algae. Okay. See, I thought the red dots was like sucking blood or something. That gives me some hope. Let's go ahead and skip to the year 50,000 and see how these guys evolve. Take it in, take the sights in. We might lose a couple species. I don't see these small guys doing good. I think the submarines are gonna be dominant. Look at these things. They're units. Here we are, 50,000 years in, and as I predicted, the submarines are still around, and they look even worse. How have the submarines dominated? They just fit as much food as they could in their big-ass body, and starved the rest of the species, I guess. Oh, there's another one. Alright, well, this video is already cursed. You know, the joke species is obviously the one that's going to survive. Now, something to know about the sapling is that it doesn't load in every single species. So it is possible that there is more than the submarine right now, but that the submarine is just the main species around. Let's just take a look and see, is it really just the submarines left? The top 6 species are different submarines. Top 12, 18, 24, 30, okay. Yeah, what the hell? Hold on. What? Oh, that one. Hell no, that one's weird. It looks like a xenomorph. But yeah, it's only submarines left. if they can even be called submarines at this point. Why that one has a disconnected mouth, I don't know, but I'm gonna sit here and wait until it grows up. Why did its mouth change? I'm tempted to add some competition, but I don't see anything remotely competing with these beasts. Here we are, 100,000 years into the ocean planet. Let's take a look around. Why's that one got extra large eye on one spot? In fact, what's going on? It's dark! Help! As I was saying, let's look around. So, one of the most notable differences is that for some reason one of their eyes is just huge. Did they finally eat up all their food sources and they're struggling a bit? Alright, it looks like most of these submarines are red. None of them have the very predatory mouth. I think that's just the basic mouth. I don't know why they evolved to have the basic mouth, but it's definitely working for them. Oh wait, that one's got a bug mouth. There we go. It's all blurry. There used to be like 30 different species of these submarines. But now, there's only really 3 dominant ones, like I had predicted there would be. Alright, well, there hasn't been too much of a change. They got a big ol' eye, the red. They got scales. Let's go ahead and skip to the year 150,000. If these guys haven't significantly changed, then I think I'm gonna have to add some competition, since they seem to think it's all easy. Alright, we're now 150,000 years in. Let's look at these guys. Alright, a lot of them are kind of gray and white, kind of have like a gradient going on. Got tiny mouths now. And some of them are very vibrant red. Anything else? There's a lot more of them. What is a submarine's weakness? A torpedo. This little guy ought to be the perfect competition for the submarines. Alright, let's go ahead and place a bunch of these guys and hope they don't immediately die. You know, these guys are pretty predatory. Their instincts are to attack animals that they see, especially ones with gradients. So let's hope they can tame these big submarines a bit. You gonna eat the submarine? I'm starting to think they're just gonna die. They're probably all just gonna die. Let's go ahead and just skip to the year 200,000. Alright, 200,000 years in. Little missiles. Torpedo guys. Just gotta check something real quick. Well, the torpedo guys died off. Nothing can beat the submarines. They're just too dominant. Now, it does look like a lot of these guys have evolved to have more advanced eyes. I don't remember if these eyes are actually any better underwater. What? Water? But it's a nice difference, you know, it's a nice change. I kind of missed it I wish the one right there was extra large, but that's fine. If you're wondering what the submarine's big secret is, it's if you see food, go towards it. If you see a potential mate, cry. That's kind of funny. Not even these guys are attracted to their own species, they're so ugly. We found a pack of yellow highlighters, 300,000 years in. It's time to see what the ultimate ocean species looks like. There they are. They went back to the green eyes and basic mouth. Honestly, I think they found the secret formula to surviving on an ocean planet. I mean, if they haven't changed much in 150,000 years, and that's probably because they just don't need to. They have found a sustainable way to survive. I'm willing to bet, even if I was to go to 500,000 years, they'd probably look pretty much the same. Whoops, misclick. That was a lot of meteors, dang. One misclick did all that. What is... Oh yeah, we gotta unpause time. You guys are... Oh, there they go. I think they'd still survive. That's the last Ocean World video I'm doing. We know the answer. Submarines are what dominate the ocean. Soon, the 1 million years of evolution video will be out, so if you enjoyed this video and would like to see the ultimate sapling video coming out soon, then make sure to subscribe so you can see it. And until the next video, bye bye.